All right, what's up, guys, and welcome to this live Star Wars Celebration London Q&A session. So, the reason I wanted to do this is just I saw a lot of people asking questions in the Facebook group, in Discord, comments on my videos, on my Instagram. So, I kind of wanted to do this live to try to see if I could help and maybe answer some more of those questions. So, we have some people in the chat already, so I'm going to kind of just go through this. But before we get into the chat right now, there were three questions that were here earlier in the day, and they're gone now for some reason. So I'm kind of going to do those first because I kind of remember what they asked, and then we'll get into the chat. So be sure to comment down below your question, and we'll try to get to as many as we can today. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and comment down your question as well, and I'll try to answer those comments from the replay. So the first question that was left was asking if there's any tips or tricks to try to get a Funko reservation next week. Now, that's a really good and juicy question because I know for some people it was difficult getting the reservation for the show store. So I have a really, really good technique and trick. And I almost want to be greedy and selfish and just not tell anybody, but like I'm gonna share it with you guys. So I'm gonna answer that a little bit later in the stream. So maybe in the middle towards the end, but I'm gonna tell you how I'm planning on getting my Funko reservation, and that way you guys could try a similar method too. The next question was pin predictions for who the next pins that for like the next pins, who might we get and who might we see for pins. So for that, I was gonna kind of spitball some stuff, but we actually did just get some announcements. So they did just show Chopper. So they revealed Chopper. He will be at the Forbidden Planet booth. So I'm super hyped for that. So that's one of the next pins. They also revealed Baby Ahsoka from Tales of the Jedi. So this is dope. I'll probably drop a video in the next day or two when they add a couple more pins covering this. But since that question was about the pins, I thought I'd share this. And I actually found out how you get this pin. So at the Heroes and Villains booth in particular, it's free with the purchase of 30 pounds, right? So basically, anything you buy at the booth, $30, 30 pounds or more, you'll get the pin for free, which isn't that bad if you really think about it. Because say if they were to sell the pin, it would be 10 pounds. So, like, say if this Mando shirt here is 30 pounds, you're getting the shirt for 20 and the pin for 10 if you wanted the pin. So they did the same thing in Anaheim. They had the crosshair pin, and they had a really dope Obi-Wan Kenobi exclusive shirt that you could only get there. So that's what I'm probably going to do here is get this show exclusive shirt that you can only get there, and I'm going to get my baby Snips pin. So this one is adorable. Now, to give you guys an idea of pins, possible more pins we might get, this was Anaheim last year. So this is the kind of idea of the variety of pins that you do get. We had prequels, we had Bad Batch, we had Mando, we had Rebels. They did 4 pilot pins. Now that was a pain in the butt, and I hope they don't do this in London because they released a different pilot pin each day, and they're all directors from The Mandalorian, but it was not fun trying to hunt those pins down daily. So here's a possible idea. The only other one that I could kind of like spitball and think we're for sure going to see, they did a jumbo Jabba pin in Anaheim. I'm praying that we get a jumbo Rancor pin for the 40th of Return of the Jedi. So hopefully we see that. But so far, the only pins we've gotten confirmed, besides the Chopper and the Ahsoka that we just saw today, the 3 packs right here, and then these sponsor pins so far. So that kind of answers that pin question. Let's see what else we had. The next question was, when will the Euro site go live? So I'm guessing they mean to buy merch. So there probably won't be any site going live, Euro or USA, selling merch till after celebration. So typically all the merch you have to buy at the show store. And if there's any leftover when the show finishes, then it goes online. They'll email you. So everyone that has a badge will get first access to it. And then after we get first dibs, it's open up to the public after that. So now let's get into the current chat. So we have Hillary Duff Music. So Hi, this will be my first time joining from the Netherlands. Awesome. I saw a kids stage. Is that only for kids to enter or also for adults? Next question is, will autographs and photo ops go on sale there? Thanks. So the kids stage, I think that's just kind of an area for like kids where they might do like special shows and things like that. So anybody can kind of go there. It's just like a general area where they'll have more kid-friendly activities and things for them to do. So anybody could kind of go over there. I've never really been over there. I don't have any kids. And so, but I mean, that's what I get from it. I think on the app, it might have more details on that. So you can check out the app. And then the next question was, it will autographs and photos go on sale there? So they will still have autographs and photo ops for sale there. They're not going to be cheaper there. It's the same price as online right now. The only thing you risk is if they sell out, you're not going to be able to buy it. So say when you go there, if they're still available, you can make a split decision and buy it on the day of if you want, as long as they're not sold out. We got squash a lot, squash a lot. Hi, this is my first celebration. Any tips for planning and stuff? Yes. So I actually just dropped a video today about the app that came out and about the map that came out. So I actually pinned that video in the comments. So if you looked at the pinned comment in this video, it'll take you to the apps and map video. Check that out. If you want to plan your day, I highly recommend using the app because you could literally see all the activities that you could do and you could just add it to your schedule. That way, each day that you're there, if you are there for multiple days, you could kind of just look at that and reference that. That way, it's all in order and it kind of filters out the stuff that you don't want to see and it just shows you the stuff that you do want to see. So I definitely highly recommend looking at that. And if there's any vendors or booths that you want to go to for an exclusive or for this or that, definitely look at it on the map to see where it is. So you could kind of plot what way you want to go through. So I definitely would recommend that for sure. All right, we have Ludwika. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Do you know how many time? Do you know how much time you need to spend in line to get on the celebration stage with no lottery tickets? Did you ever stand in these lines and did you get in? So this is not going to be a good answer. It's a challenge, and the thing that sucks is you could spend 4, 5, 6 hours waiting to get in line for this and not get in because it's not guaranteed. So basically, it's only for the 11 a.m. panels and then the one Kenobi panel that's in the middle of the day. But for all 4 days, that 11 a.m. panel is lottery at the celebration stage. So if you don't win the lottery, there is a standby line, and with that standby line, you have a chance to get in if everyone doesn't show up that is supposed to that won the lotto. So you do have a chance to get in. Now, the tricky part is you have to get into the show at 10 a.m. when it opens and then get to that standby line. So people typically start lining up at the past 3 celebrations that I've been to, anywhere from 5, 6, 7 a.m., usually 8 or 9 a.m. If you get there and you think that's early, there's already hundreds of people, if not thousands, there already waiting. So say if there's a panel on the day you're going at 11 a.m. that you're dying to get into, you'll have to just make that sacrifice, wake up early, get there early, and just keep in mind there's a chance you might not get in. So always keep that in mind. So if you're only going for one day, I wouldn't waste your whole day like with that. Like you'll be grumpy if you're waiting 4 or 5 hours and you don't get in. You don't want to start off your day with the L. So if you're only going one day, there's so much more to do and see. Now, if you're going for multiple days, you could kind of suck it up and sacrifice half a day and see how that process works. But like I'm gonna show you right now on the map. Look how big that this is a celebration stage, right? This is the queuing area for it. So that's a big area for people to line up. And this massive area right here, which is literally 2.5 times the celebration stage, this massive area is the morning queue line. So you got to think they're anticipating hundreds, if not thousands of people lining up early, and they're all going to be in this massive queue, which is huge. So just to put it in perspective, you'll have to be in this massive queue. And once you get in, run all the way down here to the end to get in line here for a chance to get in if it doesn't fill up. Now, I've never been to XL, so I don't know how big it is. And yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. It might not be the answer you wanted to hear, but that's just the reality. Like, yeah. Also, thank you for your tips for Star Wars Celebration. It's so much easier with you. If I see you on Star Wars Celebration, I'll come high five you. Yes. High fives all day. Let's go. We got Green Mandalorian in the building. What's up? We got Chris in the building. Hello there. We got Mitchell Format Man. Cheers. Great forms. Hello. So for Green Mando, he's in the UK right now. It's 11 o'clock. It's late for him. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being here and being up late. Chris says, hello. I'd like to know what's the first thing you're going to do when you get into the place. So I don't know if I should tell my secret, but it's fine. So day one, Friday, 10 a.m., first stop, Pins on Fire booth, because there's 2 fig pins that I want there. After that, I'm going to pick 1 or 2 of the sponsor pins to go. Excuse me. 1 or 2 of the booths that have the sponsor pins. So let me show you real quick what I mean. So these are all the revealed sponsor pins so far. Anaheim, there was 8 total, so I think there's 1 more we're going to get. So after I go to the Pins on Fire booth, I'll probably head over to the Forbidden Planet booth to try to snag Chopper. And if I have enough time, I'm going to run to the Heroes and Villains to get Baby Ahsoka. And then from there, fingers crossed, I win the panel. I'm going to head to the Lucasfilm panel. So it'll be a quick run here, and if I have enough time, run here. If not, I got to head to the panel. So that's how I'm starting my day. Very strategic, because I do want all these sponsor pins, but getting all of these in one day is not realistic. It is not. So I'm gonna try to do 1 to 2 a day, and then just go from there. Jack, what's up, Jack? I've got a lot of questions lined up. Let's go, man. I'm ready. Green Mando, yes, same here. Yes. Cheers, great format. So many questions. How early would it be worth it to queue up in the morning? Can I deposit bought merch in some lockers? So for the merch and lockers, I don't know if XL has anything like that. On the map, I did notice this, and I don't know what this means, but it says Cloakroom Hall. So I'm guessing that's like a jacket, like room, jacket, something. Because in America, we don't really say cloak like that. We typically say like jacket. So I'm guessing maybe that's somewhere where they'll like a coat check, jacket check, maybe they'll hold stuff. Don't quote me. I don't know. I've never been to XL, so I don't know if they offer that service there. I'd recommend going to XL's website to see if they offer that there. And as far as the other part, how early worth it to queue up? It depends on what you want to do. If you're trying to get an exclusive pin, exclusive shirt, exclusive item from a booth, the earlier the better, because the earlier you're there, the closer you are to the front. And when the gates open at 10, you'll be one of the first ones in. If that's not what you're interested in and you don't care about any exclusive stuff, you're going just to go, you could legit show up at 10, 10:15, 10:30 and just stroll right in. No line, no wait. So it really depends if you're trying to like, haul ass to get to a certain line for a panel or for an exclusive item. If not, you can stroll in anytime after 10. No worries. All right, Green Mando. Hello there. The Star Wars celebration end at 7, or is that just the time the show ends? So each day, I think the first 3 days are till 7, the last day is till 5. That's pretty much when the showroom floor closes. So the big main hall with all the vendors and booths and the big live stage, it closes at that time. There might be other things and activities open afterwards in all the other rooms, other levels, but that main shopping floor, the show floor, exhibit hall, they'll shut down at 7. So let's see, where are we at in this chat? Be sure to hit that like button if you guys are excited for celebration. So Morgan Plant says, going to my first celebration this year just for Sunday, managed to get a photo op with Hayden. Awesome. So I think I have my dual photo with Hayden and Ewan on Sunday. A little tip for your photo op, whatever your time is, like say if it's at 1 p.m., you can start lining up at 12:45 p.m. for it. So typically what I do is I'll get there maybe like 12:35, 12:40ish to kind of scout it out. That way, once it hits 12:45, I could kind of be the first one in line for the photo op. And then at 1, they'll kind of let you in and start taking the photo. So that's what I did in Anaheim for 4 photo ops, and every single one was smooth. I had no issues. Oh, and let us know your schedule, like what you hope to do each day. Any photos lined up you've not bought yet? Let's go. So I'm probably actually going to make a full video, a breakdown of my plan and schedule for London that I'll probably drop that Monday or Tuesday before, because it's still going to tweak and vary depending on if I get Funko, what time the Funko slot is, if I win the lottery for the panels, and then if I do buy any more photo ops. But so far, I have Ewan McGregor photo on Saturday, Hayden and Ewan duel on Sunday, and then I have the free autograph on Saturday with Yak Face. So I have all that for sure. And then we got Let's Go. You guys already know. Hello. Alexa Brooks says multiple computers on good Wi-Fi. I'm guessing you're talking about for the Funko reservation, and that is a big part of it. Yes, big part of it. I'll get into that for sure, but that is one key element for sure. We got Lars in the building. Hello there. So we got Seth, Nico. My pass still hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, a lot of people are in that same boat. The one good thing though that I've seen consistently, because I see so many mixed messages from Repop and Celebration, is that if you don't get your badge and say you leave to head to Celebration, you're good. Just go to Will Call, let them know, hey, I left, it didn't deliver in time. They'll issue you a new one at Will Call, and Will Call has hours from like 8 a.m. each day. And then the day before Celebration starts, they're there from like 2 to 8. So you have multiple options. And that Will Call line is always quick and smooth. It's not like the other lines to get in and for the stages and stuff. No, those lines are ridiculous, but they're fun. But the Will Call line is quick and smooth, so you don't got to worry about that. When are you collecting your exclusive art? I have some pre-order, but would rather not go on Friday morning. Priorities. That's a good question, and I kind of was debating that too. I have 3 prints. So I actually talked with 2 of the artists, and I got 2 of the numbers that I wanted. I request a special number, but the third one, he's going to get back to me. So I kind of have that on lock. Now, say if you did want a specific number, you're going to want to go there the first day to kind of request that. If that's not a big deal, then you could literally get it whenever you want. I think it depends on you and if you want to lug that around the whole time. Like, luckily for me, the hotel we're staying at is literally right next to Excel, so I could pick up the photos and drop it off. So that's what I might do, is just pick it up and drop it off. It really depends, but I probably won't do it within the first like 2 hours, because I mean the first hour I'll be trying to get exclusive. Then the 11 o'clock, there's typically a panel. So maybe around noon, 1 or 2 o'clock, I'll probably stroll by and pick it up. But that's just me. But again, like say if you're traveling far and you don't want to like lug around a giant poster all day, you might as well just grab it before you leave for the day, just to make it easier on yourself. Do you think the Funko reservations will be harder than Lightspeed tickets for the official store? So, no, it's going to be the exact same process, the exact same thing. Got to stay hydrated. Doing a lot of talking here. It'll be the same, right? But I got some tips for that. I'm saving that. I'm saving the juicy for last. Because when I did my reservation for the store, I was super worried. I was so shocked how smooth it was for me. And in the past, a lot of those random cute things have never worked in my favor ever. And I've been through a lot of them, but maybe I just got lucky. But when I got into the queue, it said 11 minutes, and I waited maybe 5-6 minutes and I got in. So I'm going to show you what I did a little bit later, but don't worry. Damien says, question, I heard the 15th anniversary of Clone Wars is going to be a panel. Is that correct? Also, do you know which panels are going to be live streamed? So yes, it is a panel. Let me see if I can find that real quick. So I think it's on what day is it on? Let me filter this real quick by stages. It was on, I think, one of the good stages. So right here. So it is Saturday, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And it is on the Galaxy stage. So if you want to, oh crap, what did I do? So if you want to go to it, it's at the Galaxy stage and it's also streaming to the Twin Sun stage. So you can watch it live if you could get in. Oh, I lost it. But you saw it's Sunday. So there's two options for that. As far as what's going to be live streamed, I think the only thing that was confirmed, and let's see if this works. So the only thing that's going to be live streamed for people that aren't at the show is all the guests that are on the live stage. So they announced the guest schedule. So the first day it says surprise guests all day. So it could be anybody and anybody. And then, Saturday you have Hayden at this time, Carl Weathers at this time. So all that will be live on YouTube. The only panel that I saw is going to be live streamed is the closing ceremonies panel. So that's the only one that officially will be live streamed that they said. Everything else is kind of like you either see it on the celebration stage or one of the two streaming stages if you win, or if you like happen to go to the first come first serve panels. So not a whole lot being live streamed panel wise, but all those guest interviews will be. Alexa Brooks said, I feel like Funko will be harder. People are insane about Funko. Yes, I think it's going to be harder more for the people who are only going 1 day or 2 days, because your options are limited to that 1 day or those 2 days. For the people that are going for all 4 days, you have a way better chance because you have, a lot more options. So it's going to be very tricky, but hopefully the force will be with all of us. Those shirts look cool. Yeah, from I'm guessing Heroes and Villain. Yeah, so that's just their exclusive. But at Anaheim, they had t-shirts, jackets, hoodies, hats, beanies, like socks. They had tons of stuff. So there's a lot to choose from. Green Mando says, I got one Lightspeed ticket for the show store, but I got it for my daughter at 15. But me and my son at 11 will be left outside. Do you think there's any chance they will let us all in? I mean, you can ask if maybe you'll get lucky and there'll be a nice person there that'll let you in. Who knows? Or I mean, you could always just stand in line and act like you didn't know. And when you get to the when they scan your QR code, be like, oh, I didn't know they're young. Can I go in with them? I can't leave them by themselves. I'm paying for them. I mean, maybe it'll work. You can try it. It's really the discretion of whoever from ReedPop is working at the door. And those are just kind of like regular, like temp hired workers. So maybe you'll catch a nice one and get lucky. Have you got used to talking about pounds as currency now? Or money is weird? Haha. No, it still confused me. Even in half my videos, I'm like, yeah, it's $20, $10, but I really mean pounds. No, I'm just luckily I'm pretty sure everything out there is tap to pay. So I'm just gonna Apple Pay everything and figure out the money later. Like it confuses me. Moston Evans says, do they ship different badges at different times? Because I still haven't got on my Monday badge. Yeah, that's what it kind of looked like. Like the first badges that people got that I noticed were Saturday badges. Then 4-day badges started popping up. Then Sunday, then Monday, then Friday, then Jedi's, then the kids. So it's really weird how they did it. I mean, I don't think there's any like strict pattern. Like it's just how they ship. It's just weird. It's just weird. How early to get there in the AM, especially if you didn't get the lottery spot. So I kind of covered that earlier. So hopefully you saw it. If not, go to the beginning. But basically, early. If you want a chance to get into that 11 a.m. panel, people start lining up 5, 6 a.m. So whoever's there first will get in first at 10 a.m. and they'll be the first to get to that celebration standby line. So may the force be with you. Hypercliff, what are your thoughts on the movie being teased at Star Wars Celebration? Oh, I got a lot of thoughts on this one, buddy. Oh, I didn't mean to turn the camera off. Oops. So I know it's supposed to be supposedly that Damon Lindelof movie for 2025, but then he dropped out. Supposedly they got a new writer, and now I've seen something recently that we might get 3 movie announcements. I don't know what to feel or think anymore, so I'm thinking nothing. I'm just gonna go to the Lucasfilm Showcase panel. If they announce stuff, cool. If they don't, cool. I know they're gonna give us Acolyte stuff in the Lucasfilm Showcase panel, so I'm very excited for that. So as long as I get that, I'm happy. But as far as the movies, if they give us some stuff, cool. I'm still gonna be skeptical till I see it, just because I don't have the best trust in them. But I'm gonna be positive, and I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna see it when it comes out, and leave my judgments till then. So we shall see, my friend. Gareth Ross, UK. What's the easiest way to get multiple family members into the shop at the same time? I managed to achieve it, but it was perseverance and patience that was key. After the queue, I couldn't refresh forever. So if you got your reservation for one, I mean, look, the store is going to be tricky. Say if you get in, you could always just get your phone out, FaceTime them, and show them the stuff. One good thing though is typically every celebration I've been to before, they show online the stuff they're going to have in the store, almost all of it. So you will have an idea of everything that's in there. So just have everyone look at the list and circle, hey, I want this shirt in this size. I want this cup. I want this bag. I want this hat. I want this magnet. So you might just have to go in there with a Christmas list, like a big old grocery list, and pick it up. Now, if you're going for all 4 days, if you're patient, usually towards the end of the day or like the 3rd or 4th day, sometimes there's no line in the store and you could walk in. That's usually more 3rd, 4th day, towards the end of the day. You might be able to just stroll in there. Now, yeah, a lot of the stuff might be gone, but they still do have a ton left. So it really depends on you and what you want from the store. Seth Nico, I still haven't gotten my Friday pass. Yeah, man. So same thing. Just don't stress it. If you don't get it in time, head to Will Call. They'll take care of you and issue you a brand new one. And then when you get home, you'll have an extra badge. So that's kind of cool too. Essex Short Trooper, what's up, man? Evening. How's it going, Tony? Getting really excited now. Yeah, it still doesn't feel real. Like literally, it's 2 weeks to this day. Wow, that's crazy. How long do you recommend queuing for panels like Andor, Return of the Jedi, and Closing Ceremony? So for the first 2, I would just suggest maybe an hour or hour and a half before the panel starts. Walk by where the queue is for it and kind of see. Say if you walk by an hour before and there's not a lot of people there, maybe just come 30 minutes before, 45 before. But say you come an hour before and the line is deep, get in line. So that's what I would recommend. I'm pretty sure both of them are going to be popular. So you definitely note what time they start, set an alarm on your phone, hour and a half, just so you could walk by and kind of ballpark and see when the crowd is building up. Closing ceremony, now that's going to be at the celebration stage, right? It's also going to be streaming to the 2 other stages, but it's also going to be streaming from the live stage. So let me bring that map back up. Now, the live stage is this massive stage right here on the floor. Now, yeah, it's a standing room, but I mean, it's in the open area. I'm actually going to watch the closing ceremonies from here. I want to be standing in this room with a massive crowd for when we get that first announcement on when and where 2025 celebration is. Now, I mean, you could go to celebration stage, the Twin Sun stage, the Galaxy stage, and sit and watch it in there. But for me, I'm not gonna bother waiting in none of those lines. I'm literally gonna go to the celebration stage and just enjoy it there with a massive crowd watching it on the big screen. Because the main thing I want from the closing ceremonies panel is to know when and where 2025 celebration will be. And I'm calling it now, Orlando 2025. Predicting it now. So fingers crossed. That's just me being spoiled and selfish because it's right by me. But I mean, I kind of hope it's somewhere cool that I've never been because then it's a fun trip. But at the same time, if it's Orlando, it'll be so much cheaper and easier for me because these trips add up, man. Celebration will get you. Evan said, "Is there a separate queuing lane for Lightspeed reservations?" Yeah, so for the store, should be 2 lanes. There'll be the regular standby line, and then the lightspeed lane, which will be if you have lightspeed lane reservations or if you have the Jedi Master VIP badge. So yeah, there'll be two different lanes. Hopefully they have it signed well. Don't be surprised if the first day it's not signed correctly. Sometimes it takes them a little bit to get the signage out, but it'll be signed. How early do you recommend we queue up for panels? Yeah, so I kind of covered that, but like I said before, if you're really dedicated, you're gonna want to be outside early to be the first at 10 a.m. to get in, to wait in the line, and you do run that risk of not getting in. So just always keep that in mind that there's a chance you might get the L, which is not good. Cyrus Speed Reviews, Eric, what's up? What's up, Tony? How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining in the chat. Hypercliff, really hope 2025 is in the US because then I can actually go, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So the reason I say Orlando it is because it hasn't been here since 2017. It hasn't been here since Galaxy's Edge has opened. It hasn't been here since the Star Cruiser Hotel ship thing has been open. So there's multiple reasons why it makes sense for it to come here. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. And like for London, last time I was in London, it was 2016, 2023, 7-year gap. So there's a good chance. And they just did Anaheim 2025, 2022, 7-year gap. So I'm just kind of looking at trends and patterns making that prediction. Green Mando, how do these other shows work that are on the schedule thing? Do you have to queue or book there? So, oh yeah, the other panels, they usually you just line up for them. You just go to wherever that room is. So on the map here, as you can see, like Twin Suns Hall queue right here, and then the Galaxy stage has a queue right here. So say if the panel you want is in one of those areas, you just go wait in that line, and then you'll just get in as long as there's enough seating. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Morgan says, I have 2 tickets for Sunday. Will panels, booths, Funko Celebration Store, etc. be for both people or only the ticket holder purchase, sir? I have 2 tickets for Sunday. Will panels, booths, fun? So if I'm reading this right, you have 2 badges for Sunday going in. Will panels? So for the panels, if you win the panel, it's going to be assigned to whatever badge entered that. So say if you had 2 badges and you entered the panel and you linked it, then if one wins, you both win. For booths, like the booths are on the show floor. So like on the map here, right here, this is all like the show floor. So these are all the booths. Like you see, you got Lego next to Hasbro, Funko's there. This you just walk around and shop and kind of hang out. So that's for the booths. Funko, you have to reserve it next week. So that's specific to whoever reserves it. And then the same for the celebration store. So once you have that reservation, it's just a QR code. So, like, literally, say if you want to give it to someone, they could take that QR code, they scan it, they could go into Funko or Celebration for that time. But it's only like a one-time use. Are you going to plan something like a meetup with us fans? Hey man, I appreciate that. I never really thought of anything like that. Like I just started my channel like 9-10 months ago. I'm just a regular dude who loves Star Wars and celebrations. So I don't have anything like that planned. I will be there all 4 days. You guys will probably see me on the floor with my camera, just recording everywhere. So just come say hi. I'll have stickers for you guys. I'm bringing about 600 different stickers. I made a ton of different stickers, all for celebration, just to pass out. So definitely, if you see me, say hi. Would love to know, how does it feel that you're a lot of people's go-to guy for celebration hints and tips? Thanks for all the helpful videos you've done and just being a positive YouTuber. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's kind of cool. I made these videos just for fun and because being on the Facebook group, seeing a lot of the same questions over and over. So I just kind of made the videos and like people liked them. And like it's just fun interacting with people, meeting people through YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I talk to people all the time. Like I talk to you, Chris, all the time. So it's cool meeting new people. And like I'm always a positive guy. And yeah, like there's a lot of things in Star Wars that I don't like, but I'm not like a negative person. If someone likes it, cool. Like you can enjoy that. I'll enjoy this. Like it is what it is. That's just how I've always been, just positive, because why be grumpy all the time? Life's too short for that. So, but yeah, I love that a lot of people come to me, and that's why I did this live. And I might do another one. Like if this is successful and people want more, I might do another one just to answer more questions and just to talk with you guys. So Karuba T, hi, this is my first celebration. Can you explain how to increase the chances of getting Hasbro Darth Vader? It's super easy, and I'm a little mad at Hasbro. I'm salty. Literally, you just walk to the booth. They're gonna give you a QR code, a ticket with a QR code. You scan the QR code, and then you order it. They did the same thing in Anaheim for the Paz Vizsla exclusive with Jon Favreau's head on it. They didn't have it there in stock, which grinds my gears. Because in 2019, Chicago, Hasbro's booth was fire. Tons of exclusive vintage collection, Black Series, sabers, helmets. 2022 Anaheim, nothing. So I get it. It was after the pandemic, shipping delays, yada, yada, yada. Cool. But like 2023, London, you know what's good. Like, bring stuff. Like, I want to give you my money and I want to leave like with stuff. So that already made me a little grumpy. I'm not even going to buy it because if I have to scan a QR code, pay for shipping, and wait for it, I'm cool. I'm going to spend that money something there because I like leaving with physical stuff. Gareth, the weather forecast for London varies so much. We've got some weather forecasts pointing to 20C and others 10C. Packaging for each day, keeping it compact and light to carry isn't easy. Yeah. I don't know what 20C and 10C means. Celsius? Yeah, I have to convert everything to degrees we use here. So I kind of looked at the weather. I know it's going to be like 40s, 50 degrees. So that's not too bad. But yeah, that's definitely a good call out, being prepared for the weather, especially if you're outside 5, 6 a.m. queuing up. Make sure you bring layers because then when you get in, it might get a little bit warmer. Lars, can you pay with cash at celebration? Yes. Now, by cash, I'm guessing you mean British pounds because we are in London. So yeah, I don't see why not. I'm gonna actually bring a little cash with me. I'm gonna try to pay everywhere first with Apple Pay, like with a card first, but I'm gonna have some on me just in case. But I mean, cash is cash, man. They should accept it. Harry Phillips, this is my first Star Wars celebration. Where's autographs? Well, my friend, I do have the map right here, handy, and I'm so glad they dropped this map. Autographs, bam, this giant area right here. So once you get in, so in the morning, everyone will line up here in the queue hall. You just zoom down this main big hallway, boom, right there, right next to the celebration stage, right next to the live stage. All the photos and autographs are there. Typically, the photos will probably be like in the center because they're like little booths. That way, there's privacy, and the autographs will probably be lined up tables along the wall. That's kind of how they did it at Anaheim. So I bet you it'll be a similar format there. How are you going to handle the Obi and Funko panel happening at the same time, with or without the lottery? Oh, wait a minute. So I don't think they're at the same time. I think the Obi, I think Ewan McGregor is on the live stage for the 15-minute window, but the Obi-Wan panel is I think at 2. Funko actually they changed their panel time. So if you look at the app, because I think when it first came out, that was the case because I was like, damn, it changed though. They're at different times. So it's not an issue no more. But like I probably I probably would sacrifice the Funko panel over the Obi-Wan panel, especially if they announce like season 2. And to see the boys Hayden and Ewan on stage chopping it up, like that's priceless, man. Who knows like how much longer they'll be, at these shows and doing stuff like that. All right, where are we at? So Damien said, question, I heard that the 15th anniversary panel is going to be at, do you know? Oh, we kind of talked about that. That one's not going to be streamed. That's in one of the rooms. And then we answered that. The only one that's officially going to be live streamed is the closing ceremonies. This is my first celebration, so I have a few questions. I haven't received the pass badge yet. Are they like an extra thing you're able to buy? Pass badge thing? Yes. Are they like no? So when you buy your ticket is a badge. So it's called you're buying your tickets for celebration. When you get it in the mail, it's the actual badge. And once you get that, you just wear that on your neck when you go in and they take a look at it. So About that Clone Wars panel, what day is your Hayden, Ewan photo op? Mine's on Sunday. The Clone Wars panel is straight after their Saturday timing. Can we expect to get into the panel after the photo? So a lot of times those panels, they close once it starts. You can try. Don't hold your breath that you'll for sure get in there. So just keep that in mind. I will be 19. Also, is there anything you recommend I bring other than like a bag? Yes. So, survival kit. And I made a video on it, but I'll just tell you real quick. So, what I'm bringing, my backpack, of course, I'm bringing a power bank, like a USB power bank. That way I could plug in my phone, and anything like that. So, like a power bank for charging your stuff because your battery will go. I'm bringing an empty water bottle that I could refill because there'll be water fountains everywhere that you can fill up your water bottle, and that will save you a lot of money. Because in Chicago, I spend a lot of money buying sodas, buying beers. That adds up over 4 or 5 days versus water, which is free every day at the water fountain. So bring a water bottle and then snacks and food. So, pro tip, we're staying at a hotel that has free breakfast. We're going to load up our backpacks with as much foods and snacks as possible. That way, when we're in all these lines or if we get hungry, backpack, food, and snacks. And you could bring food too. So, say if you live in London area and you're commuting there, you can make something at home and bring it and save money. You don't have to buy the con food. So, that stuff for sure I'd recommend. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the basics: electricity, water, food. Sounds like you're trying to survive in the wilderness. And then wear comfortable shoes. Don't go and like try to be cute in uncomfortable shoes. Wear comfortable shoes because you'll thank me later. SE. Hey, do they have t-shirts with official? Oh yeah. Did they have those previous years? I got to stop for the store. So um where is it at? I had a link for, I'll try to find the link and put it in the description. But if you Google Star Wars Celebration Anaheim show store, there's a link out there that shows everything that they had available. So as far as t-shirts, I would say at least 20 to 30 t-shirts options you're gonna have. There's a lot in there. You'll be good for sure. The live stage on Friday, I wish they'd give a schedule, even though they call it all mystery. So yeah, well, in the past 3 celebrations I've been to, the live stage, they never announced it. So half the time you missed it. So it's kind of cool that they did that first day. Yeah, I guess we'll see what they do. So let me hold on. Where are we at? I lost my spot in this chat. This chat is popping. Oh, so we got our first super chat. Thank you so much. So it's Mo Hijazi. Let's effing go with the 13.99 Canadian. I'm thinking that means. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. And that will go straight to celebration for sure. Appreciate that. All right. Now let me see if I can find my spot. All right. And I'm going to try to get through everyone's. There is a lot in the chat. So just bear with me, guys. I'm human. I'm one person. Star Wars Sith, Tony. So James Forrest said, what's the deal with badge art? I keep seeing the same art for the same days, but there's so much unused art. Yes, good question. So each specific day is going to have the same badge art. So Monday badge art is for adults is the same. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All the ones that aren't used yet are going to be, there's a lot of other things that you don't think about. So there's going to be a staff badge that the staff members wear. So that's a certain person. Exhibitors get a badge, right? Media gets a badge. Speakers, the artists, guest speakers, they get a badge. And there might be some other like funky ones, but all the other ones, it's all like for specific things for people that are working the show. So that's why there's 19 different ones. So yeah. So I'm jealous whoever's getting that Vader badge with the unmat with the cut from the Kenobi show. Such a fire badge. Jack, how are you going to handle the Ahsoka panel ending at 12? I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss Hayden. So I'd rather be in the Ahsoka panel, and because typically at the end of those big panels, they usually give you something like a poster or something cool. So I'm not gonna sacrifice that for a 15-minute slot of Hayden on stage. And like, I have an itching feeling Hayden might be part of this Ahsoka panel because he's kind of confirmed to be in the show. So it would not surprise me if the boy Hayden showed up late. But regardless, my Ewan photo op is at 12:10 anyway. So as soon as the Ahsoka panel is done, for those of you guys there, you guys will see me running out of there and hauling butt to the photo op for my boy Ewan, who's my best friend. You could ask him. Yes, I think I read like a lot of your questions, my guy. I'm just trying to catch up. There's a lot in here. What time are Ashley and Ian autographs on Friday? There isn't an official time on the booking options. Yeah, autographs, I'm not super familiar with it because I've never done them. I've only done photo ops, but I think for the autographs, they will release times that they're at the table and you kind of just go when they're at the table. So I think you have to kind of base it on closer to then. Maybe they'll let us know, which kind of sucks. So you'll have to just go whenever they're there, literally. You've been a massive help. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah. So literally same question. Yeah. So maybe closer to they'll give times. If they don't, the day of, you'll have to just go to that area and see. They'll have like a digital board, almost like an airport. You ever go to an airport and you see the board that shows the flights inbound, outbound, and all the times? They have like the same thing there for the photo ops and autographs. So you'll see that there. Autograph schedules, generic scheduling, no times. Yes. Thank you, Gareth. Bam. You really have to pick and choose your battles due to time. Alexa, you said it perfect. And like if you're going for just one day, don't overthink it, don't overstress it. You're not going to be able to see and do everything. So don't go expecting I'm going to do this, and this. Nope. Go just to go and do what you can do. Because if you're only going for one day, which a lot of people are because of like school, work, money, whatever it may be, if you're only going for one day, don't go crazy doing stuff like we're talking about line up here, get here, this. Just go and see as much as you can do and just free float the place. Hypercliff says, so hyped for your vlogs. Yes. I already know it's going to be so tiring and exhausting because, like, I'll be at the show all day and then I'm going to want to get the video out. And then I'm going to be with my boy Ty and Ricky. And these guys are going to be crazy. And, like, let's go out. Let's go do this. Let's go see this. Let's go jump off the London Bridge. They're going to want to do crazy stuff. So, man, it's going to be crazy. But I want to try to get a video out every day to you guys. That way you guys can see what I see and, experience too. Are you concerned that official pics have said no hugging for photo ops? No, I didn't see that. I mean, if they did, I mean, they might say that. So typically, every photo that I went to in Anaheim, I shook their hand, and then a lot of times, like they would put their arm around me, or I would put the arm around them, or I would stand there, and they would, So I think it really preference on the guests. Like a lot of them show love, and they'll like, like come on, especially with Ewan and Hayden. Like I'm trying to be like this with Kenobi and the Chosen One with the biggest smile on my face ever. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, what are they going to yell at Hayden and Ewan? No, you can't hug them. That's our rule. Like, you're not going to yell at Anakin Skywalker. Like, come on. It's freaking Anakin. Gareth says, I've been going to Excel well over a decade. Yes, let's start asking Gareth all the question, guys. Any questions you have, Gareth will answer for you. So if the layout isn't thought out, there will be crowded bottlenecks. The cloakroom charges per item. Oh, it used to be £2. They used to have lockers, but no more. Well, that answered a lot of the questions earlier. Thank you for that. Graham Johnson, I have tickets for my first celebration for Friday. What do you recommend to hit up? Anything and everything. If you're just going that one day, like I mentioned earlier, don't assume you're going to do and see everything. Just go and just go to this booth. Oh, there's a panel. Let me check it out. Oh, there's the store. Like, just walk around, absorb it, and see as much as you can, man. Nope. Hypercliff, no. Hasbro made me mad. I'm not gonna, oh, here's my QR code. I got a London celebration to pay for shipping. Nah, bro. Like Hasbro, like I love Hasbro. Like I got all these helmets back here. Right here, you guys can't see it, but tons of vintage collection, Black Series. Like I love Hasbro, but right now I don't love Hasbro that much. Like 2 conventions in a row with no product. Like, bro, I make bad decisions in person. If it's not there, I'm gonna wise up and not do it. So that's their loss. And like I'll probably go there and kind of ask them, like try to be, polite. I don't want to be rude. And like what's the point of you guys paying for a physical booth, which probably isn't cheap, to not make any money? I don't know. It is what it is. Do you have a complete list of the trading pins? So we kind of looked at what was shown earlier. So it's not out yet. So far, it's just the 3 packs, these 5 sponsored pins, plus the 2 other ones I showed earlier, which were Baby Snips and the Murder Droid Chopper. So this was Anaheim's. As you can see, it's like 40, 45 pins. So we're going to be getting a lot more pin updates. So just keep in mind. Have you gone to the after party before? What is your experience and expectation for it? So I know in London, I think Fox XL is throwing a party every night, and it's like £6. It's dirt cheap. So I recommend trying it because even if it sucks, it's not worth the risks. Now I know there's other parties like the 501st Bash, but that's sold out, and you have to be a 501st member. So there might be more. You would have to kind of just Google it. I mean, it's a fun thing to do, and I'm sure there'll be other bars, pubs in the London area that might be doing like London themed stuff. So it's definitely worth checking out. Yes. I'm not sure what that's to, but I agree with you. Did you manage to bag any free autographs? Yeah, I got Yak Face. I'm so organized compared to 2016. I'm excited. Yeah, once you go to a couple, now you feel like a pro and like you're strategic with like everything that you plan out. Like I'm gonna have every day planned out here, here, here. The one thing I recommend like planning out, and in Anaheim I didn't, is having lunch. I can't tell you how many times in Anaheim we were so busy. Celebration store. Now we're at this panel. Now we're at this booth. Now we're at the next panel. Now we got to go here. Now we're at the Kenobi premiere. The day of the Kenobi premiere, the red carpet premiere, all I ate that day was like a bag of popcorn and a Kit Kat. I was so busy that day, I didn't get to eat. I was starving, but like planning food. That's why I said earlier, bring food. I'm gonna bring food because I'm actually gonna eat this time consistently. Because you get so caught up that you forget, oh shoot, it's 6:00 at night and I haven't ate yet. I'm so excited. Got pins and prints and free autographs ready, booked to collect. Yes, awesome. All right, we got the mod in the chat. Nikki, you're like an hour late. Thanks, mod. Nick in the building. W live. Let's go. Yes. What's up, Drew? Someone in Facebook celebration group mentioned that when they reveal the event merch, they will let you pre-order some. Have you heard anything about that? So that would be smart and nice. Now, I know they let us pre-order the pins. Maybe there's a chance they might have some stuff and let us pre-order it. So I'm gonna bring up the trusty map, which I love now. It's my favorite thing to look at. So on the map, the convenient thing is there is this pre-order merch pickup area. So like how nice would that be if they had the stuff that you wanted, you could just pre-order it and pick it up here at any time and not have to go through all that hubbub and fuss at the celebration store if you didn't get a reservation. So maybe it's possible. Like I don't remember them ever in the past having a designated area like this, especially on the map. So fingers crossed they do that because that will make a lot of people happy. You'll be able to get this hat that Grogu stole from me, the shirts, and other things like that. So I guess we'll see. How is the Lightspeed store reservation working in detail? Do you beforehand? How long are you allowed to stay in? So that was done. That's done already. What was it? Yesterday, 2 days ago. So if you didn't make it, you have to wait in line. But you have it's a time slot. So I think mine is like from 2 to 2:30 on Friday. So you have in that time window from 2 to 2:30 to get there and get in. Once you're in, you can stay in there all day if you want. So it's up to you. Gareth, are you going to any external Star Wars events? D23 has the official Return of the Jedi. Yeah, I saw that. I thought about it. I don't know, because I didn't want to like pay, because I think it was what, like 40, 50 pounds, but you get like popcorn, soda, and like a souvenir or something like that. I thought about it, but I don't want to book it and be so exhausted and tired from the day. And I think that might be my boy's birthday that night too. So maybe we're doing something there possibly. So that's something I have in the back of my mind. It'd be so cool. But yeah, I haven't booked it yet. Are you checking that out? I had command center set up. I had one device saying 4 minutes, 7 minutes, 11, 30 minutes. Yeah, bro. Me too. Yeah, it's crazy how it works. So Jack says, I have a Star Wars Celebration store reservation at 10 a.m. Friday. Oh man, good luck. So would you recommend queuing earlier and going straight there at 9 a.m.? So it looks like you're only and let's bring up the trusty map again, guys. You know, I love this thing. It looks like in the morning you have to queue here. So you'll be in here with everybody. And once it opens at 10, then you'll go down here and then you'll get to the store. So I guess, I mean, as long as you're there before 10:30, you'll be fine because your window's 10 and 10:30. Now, just keep in mind if there's an 11 a.m. panel you want to go to, you better be quick, because one thing I can tell you, that checkout line in the store can be lethal. So keep that in mind when you're in there. You don't have to rush, but rush, because that checkout line in there, oh, one time I spent 2 hours in the checkout line. And I think partially was because like the computers were down, system was down. So be prepared for stuff to fail, and there might be more lines. You'll be in line to get in line for the line. So just keep that in mind. How is the light speed? Do you still have on a? Yeah, we did that already. Hi, so L Pro 089. Hi, big fan. Just wondered how much you're taking. Also, what merch are you prioritizing to get? So I don't even know, man, to be honest. I make a lot of bad decisions, so I'm probably bringing an unhealthy amount, or I might charge a lot more than I should, because I'm trying to collect all the pins, which that might be a couple hundred, which sounds crazy, but I'm crazy and I've been preparing, and I'm actually selling a ton of my hot toys to get extra cash. But it really depends. You literally don't have to spend a lot and bring a lot of money to have fun at Celebration. I'll tell you that right now. My first couple, I barely bought stuff. You get so much free swag, so much free stuff from the vendors, from people giving out swag. So don't think that you have to bring a set amount. I mean, whatever you bring will be fine, like for sure. Man, can't wait for the news on what city 2025 will take place. It's my plan to attend. Yes, indeed. We out 2025. Mm-mm-mm. Some panels are live stream, often recorded and fitted in between. Last year, 2 or 3 panels a day were on the stream. They used to show more panels, that 2 to 3 a day. Was it stupid to reserve at 1 p.m.? I'm afraid some. Nah. So I did 2 p.m. Now, 1 p.m., you're actually perfect. You're in the middle of the day. So they do restock in the store throughout the day. And say you go in and you know, oh, I want this particular shirt or this hat. If it's not there, you could ask the people that work the store if they have any more in the back, which they will, and they could grab it for you. The only thing that you won't get is, say, if there's an exclusive item that there's only 1,000 of, or only 3,000 of, and they're only putting out 300 a day or 400 a day. You won't get that, but they don't do that often. And even if you miss it, there's so much stuff in the store. You're gonna come out like a kid in Christmas. Don't worry. Are you going to Celebration at Canary Wharf on Saturday? Is that the 501st Bash you mean on Saturday? Maybe. If not, if there's something else there, or is it the one from the Facebook group? I know they have some events like Boon to Eve and something else. I haven't booked none of those yet. I'm kind of playing it by ear, depending on our mood and how busy we are. But I'll probably definitely check some of those out. So I got a question. Are you going to sell it? Yes. I'm already packing my bags now for 2025 because I'm not going this year, but I'm planning on it. Well, that's cool. You're planning it now. So you're kind of getting ahead of the game now, seeing all the tips and tricks, what works, what doesn't work. What I suggest you do now, start saving now. Put money to the side. I'm terrible at saving money. I'm not gonna lie, but the minute I get back from London, I'm gonna start saving because I want to go to 2025 and be like a king and just splurge and get whatever I want without any consequence. So tickets will probably go on sale for 2025 next year. And I'm just going off of like a trend from 2017 celebration to 2019 Chicago because the tickets went on sale in 2018. So for 2025, I would think by May or June of 2024, tickets will go on sale. So make sure you have money budgeted for tickets. Usually the 4-day pass is like $200. And then you could also add merch. So if you want to get like a hat, the t-shirts, the lanyard, have a little bit extra for that. So you can knock that out right then and there. But you're ahead of the game right now. You got 2 years. So you're going to be well prepared. I'm not planning on getting too much stuff at Celebration, but what do you recommend as a budget for buying stuff? So again, it really depends on you and what kind of stuff you like. I mean, you're gonna want to budget for like food if you don't bring food because you want to eat. But like, I don't know. It depends. I mean, if you like a lot of the pins, they could be anywhere from 10 pounds and up. Like some of the fig pins are like 20 pounds. So you got to think about that. Some of the comics exclusive or books might be 20 pounds, right? And then like some of the pins, like for example, at uh heroes and villains, if you want that pin, you got to buy the shirt. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, 30 pounds. So it really depends on what you can afford to bring with you. Like again, you don't need to buy stuff because there is stuff, but if you, I mean, whatever you bring will be fine. So, and a lot of times, honestly, like whatever you plan and budget, you'll probably spend more. So, like if I tell you bring 100 pounds, bring 200 pounds, you might end up spending more or less, depending on how good you are with self control. For me, the only thing I suggest, don't buy anything there that you could get anywhere else. Like if it's a Funko or a Hasbro figure or a Lego set that you could get at your local, whatever the toy stores are over there or on Amazon or online, there's no point in buying it there when you could just get it anytime. I would stick to stuff that's strictly this is for celebration, as celebration. You could kind of only get it here because it makes it more meaningful. For 2025 celebration, how are you going to book a hotel after the location announcement? Yeah, so for Anaheim, I literally booked my London hotel the same thing. So for that, I'll have to kind of just wait till 2024. What I'll do is just keep checking on Expedia to see when that threshold is. If it's like 8 months before, 10 months before, 12 months, 14 months, the minute it's available, I'm gonna book it. So that's a pro tip for 2025. Whatever the dates are, book your hotel crazy in advance whenever it becomes available because those prices are going to skyrocket once the hotels know about the event and stuff like that. Oh, we read this before. Mo, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. It's pretty scummy if they don't let the rest of the group in if only one person wins the lottery. Well, no, for the lottery, well, that's if you linked everybody. So they gave instructions like you're supposed to link the group. You can link up to 4 people. So if one person wins, your whole group wins. If not, then kind of everyone will kind of try to play that game. And, say if one person wins, they might grab 3 random people or 3 friends and try to get everyone in. And if that was the case, then literally people that won might not be able to get in because they're letting everyone in. So, I mean, there's only a certain amount they can let in there. But as long as you entered it the right way and linked everybody, one person wins, you all win. So you're good. The delivery charge was crazy, 15 pounds. Yeah, it was for shipping, especially if, oh, so that's another thing. If you don't get your badge and you have to pick it up at will call, they'll reimburse you that shipping. So do you think Star Wars Celebration 2023 t-shirts and pins and other stuff will be there to buy? Yeah, a lot. Like too much. Like, yes, you'll be good. Trust me. The Andor panel wasn't in the lottery. Do you think Diego Luna will be there? Yeah, I think they confirmed he is there. If you go actually, let's take a look. So, where the heck is it? I have so many tabs up for celebration. It's ridiculous. Let's narrow this down to celebration. The making of Andor. So if you go to the description, it says Tony Gilroy, the executive producer, and Diego Luna are going to be there talking about making that first season. So yeah, he's confirmed. He'll be there. He'll be on stage. He's just not doing photo ops and autographs, but he'll be there chilling like a villain. My plan for this celebration is to collect pins. I'm going for half a day on Friday and half on Saturday. What is the best way to get as many pins as possible? Honestly, join the Facebook groups and Discord because there'll be a lot of people in there selling trading pins, especially like the mystery boxes, right? So, for example, in Anaheim, this row right here were the mystery boxes. So a mystery box, it's a box of pins. There's two in there, and it was $20. It'll probably be 20 pounds there. So you get two pins, and you don't know what's in there. So I think I bought like 10 or 15 of these mystery boxes, which sounds crazy, but hear me out. So I bought like 10 or 15 of these, and I kind of went through and got the set that I wanted because I wanted one of each. So all my doubles and extras, I literally just sold for 10 bucks each. So literally I put pictures on the Facebook group and on the Discord and was meeting people in panels, meeting people on the showroom floor. Here you go, 10 bucks. Here's the pin you need. So that's the best way. So especially with me, bro, just like I'll be posting probably on my community tab on my page my extra ones that I have that I want to get rid of, and I literally just want retail for them. So I want to try to get all of them, but that's one way. Another way is just if you're there early, be sure to get there early and haul butt to those vendors that have the exclusive pins. That way you could pick up a couple one day and a couple the other day. Do you think there's any chance to see some not yet released guests like Mark Hamill? Man, there's always hope, as we say in the Star Wars universe. So maybe I feel like by now they would have announced it, but for Anaheim, Mark did tweet that he wasn't going to be there, and he hasn't done that yet. And it's the 40th anniversary of Return of the freaking Jedi. Who is Mark Hamill? So fingers crossed he might show up. Now, if anything, maybe he'll be there just for that panel, and then he'll dip and go do Luke Skywalker stuff. I don't think he'll be there for photo ops and pictures. Now, I pray that I'm wrong and he is, because like if I get to take a picture with Luke, man, I will be crying with joy. So I guess we'll see. So, oh, all right. Hold on one second. We got another super in the building. So thank you, Middle for Matt Man, for the $5.99. Appreciate the super chat, man. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thanks, man, for all those invaluable tips and your time. Of course, man. I just want to have fun. And really, Star Wars Celebration is the whole reason I started my channel. Like, literally, I started my channel right before I went to Anaheim Celebration. And the whole point of my channel was to cover Celebration and show people what it is and how much fun it is. Because so many Star Wars fans love Star Wars, but never knew or never been to a celebration. So that's the whole reason that I do this, man, is my love for the show and you know, for the fans. But I appreciate that super chat, man. Appreciate that. All right, let's see where we are. So Baljit Singh, sorry if I said that wrong. Will they be releasing other panels on lottery as well? No, all the other panels are first come, first serve. You just show up and go. So depending on how hyped that panel may be, that you might want to get there a little bit earlier than later if it's going to be like a big panel. How easy is it to get to one panel immediately into another that's on a different stage? It's not. It's going to be as quick and crafty as you are. I can't tell you in Anaheim how many times we made sure we had an aisle seat and like we knew the panel was about to end, so we picked up our bags and we're like this in the middle of the ends. We get up and we dip quick. So if you have somewhere you need to be, make sure you're sitting in a strategic location, end of the aisle, by an exit. That way you could just zoom right out and make sure you know on the map where you're going to. Good luck. Are the smaller panels recorded to watch afterwards at home? No, but some of those smaller panels, like you could kind of record in there. So I remember some of the panels I went to, like I got a bunch of video on my phone of it, and this time I'm going to have a camera. I'm gonna be bringing my camera. So like maybe the Hasbro and the Funko panel, they should let you record in there. So you'll be able to record it. Would it be cooler to get Ian and Giancarlo to sign Palpatine and Gideon Bus or a regular Funko Black Series figure? Curious, my opinion. Oh, well, so the bus. So I just don't know, like on a bus where they would sign it. If you mean like a plaque, like sometimes you can get those name plaques to have them sign it. That's cool. Funkos are always cool too because of the window, and sometimes they'll put a cool message for the Funko and the Black Series. It's really your preference and like your setup. Like it depends on your display and where you want to have it. Like say if like your busts are more prominent, like how I have my helmets here. Like say if I had a bunch of busts there, I probably would do that. But I really guess it'll depend on like your setup and where you're going to display and stuff like that. Damn, it's been an hour and 13 minutes, guys. That's crazy. Well, if it isn't the Padawan Chronicles, I've been hanging out, but I don't have any questions. Appreciate you, Andrea. Do you have any announcements? Maybe some surprise lives coming up that you don't want me to spoil right now? Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to hit that like. I'm sure you did. Michael Hill, what are your thoughts on rumors that two pops we have seen are it as far as exclusive? So I know Funko pretty well. We're gonna get at least I would say 4 to 6 more Funkos, maybe 1 to 2 sodas, and maybe like a pop ride or like a jumbo pop, maybe. So every celebration that I've been to, which is the past 3, 2017 Orlando, 2019 Chicago, 2022 Anaheim, Funko has had like 6 to 8 pops. So they're gonna announce more. It doesn't make sense for them as a business to open up with 2 pops. Like, I mean, they're cool, but they're gonna be more. Now, I don't know why they're taking so long to reveal it, but there's gonna be more for sure, 100%. Like, why would you make a crazy reservation? You have 2 pops. Like, come on, guys. Get it together, Funko. JT, what up? Have fun last night talking with y'all. Can't wait to see you in 2 weeks. Hype is real. Yeah, so JT will be at London Celebration 2. He's going out there deep. So we'll definitely run into each other out there, bro. We'll link up. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun for sure. Hey, love your videos. Keep up the great work. What would you say the time to arrive at the Excel Center is? This is my first celebration. So, hold on. You have another comment too. The badges here in the UK, a lot of people have not received in the post, and it's getting closer to the date. So, yeah, if you don't get your badge, you'll be able to pick it up at will call. So, don't stress that. Now, as far as getting there, it really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're not trying to get any specific exclusive pin or shirt or item, or get into a line for a chance to get into a panel, you can show up anytime. Like after 10:15, 10:20, literally you just walk in. But before 10 a.m., you're in line with like 1,000 people waiting. So people will start showing up as early as 5, 6, 7 a.m. So it really depends on what you're trying to do. Dominic Grace says, do you think they will have a Funko in the celebration store like they did last year with Grogu? And was there lots of stock across the weekend? I've got a lightspeed ticket for the Friday afternoon. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It was interesting that they did that at Anaheim. It was the first time, and I can't see it. I think it was at a 2,500. So I think they put out 500 each day. So if they did do that, and you do have an afternoon spot, hate to burst your bubble, but it'll be probably gone by then because people are savages, and those first if it is like 500 a day that they put out or like 250 a day, those first 250 people, they're going to buy it because typically they'll have it in boxes. So as soon as you walk in, they'll be passing it out if people want it, and people are going to just grab it because it's the first thing that they see. So just keep that in mind. If there is something, don't get your hopes up because it'll probably be gone. Did you have an issue logging into the app? I answered my email. Yeah, it was being weird. I kind of just bypassed that, hit not now, and it just used the app, and it was fine. I activated my badge beforehand, so you could just activate your badge on the website. And I just ignored all that stuff on the app because I saw it was being funky. I was like, I don't have time for that. And it works fine. My man, Yes, Mo. Craze Madness, is there any chance of getting things at the store? Yeah, I mean, once you get in, there'll be stuff, and there's always stuff left over. They'll have it online afterwards too. So the anniversary shirt for 2017 was amazing. I imported it. Nice. Yeah, I hope they do like a sick Return of the Jedi shirt. I hope they do a couple, like a classic one, like with the poster and everyone on it. But I want one with like a giant Rancor and Luke fighting them. I want something crazy. What is the exclusive Funko this year? Kind of like the Grogu last year. How did you get it? So this year they've only shown two: the Jar Jar Binks, who saved this guy right here, Ahmed Best, and then the 2-pack of R2 and the boy R5. So that will be at the store. That will be at the Funko booth. They haven't announced that there's going to be anything at the Celebration Show store yet, so we'll kind of see. So Nick in the building. My brother's always been goated at this. Yeah, man, I've been consistent with this, man. SE, how do you register the app? Do you mean how do you? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. So for the app, let me open it up real quick. Where the heck is it? I just skipped all the stuff on the app for registering it. So when I open it up, it's just I'm ready to go. So you don't really need to do much with that. Maybe it's being glitchy and stuff, but well, now it seems like it's a little bit better. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Just play with it. If not, just ignore it all and just use the app for what it is. And if you need to activate your badge, just do it online. Damien said, I'm kind of mad they're not streaming none of the panels. Yeah, it is disappointing. I'm not going to Celebration this year, but 2025, yeah, for sure. So the at least you do get the live stage. So I don't know if you've seen this. I hope you have. I'm sure you have, but you will at least get this, which at least they did this. They've never done this in the past, announcing who is coming on the live stage. So this will be live streamed. So you can watch this live at home the same way I'll be watching it if I'm by the stage watching it live. So you'll get to be a part of it in that sense. So on Friday from 12 to 7, just tune into YouTube, the Star Wars channel, and there'll be guests popping out randomly. And then on Saturday, 12 to 12:15, you got Hayden coming out, Carl Weathers at this time. So they have for Saturday through Monday everything announced, so you can kind of plan your days to that and watch all those, which a lot of those interviews are fun and cool. So at least you get that. It's better than nothing, but for sure it sucks. The Geeky, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Woo! I gotta stay hydrated. All right, what up, Swiffer Wetjet? Lars, if you don't make it in time for the Funko booth registration, is it no longer possible to get in? Nope. You could get no. It is possible. I mean, so this is gonna be tricky. So for 2017, Orlando, I didn't hit the Funko lottery. I got into the Funko booth 2 days. Chicago, I hit the lottery for the second day, but the first day I got into the Funko booth. So you have to be very crafty, very patient, and keep in mind you'll just be waiting in another line. So they did confirm there will be an overflow line, a standby line for Funko. So typically what they'll do when we do the reservations for Funko next week, there'll be certain time slots. So maybe it'll start at 10 a.m. when it opens till 2 or 4 in the afternoon. So whatever that last time slot is, after that passes, so say the last time slot is 1:30 to 2 p.m. Once it hits 2, it'll be first come, first serve at the Funko booth. So whoever's in that standby line, then they'll start letting you in. So you'll have a chance every day to get in. If there's stuff left over, and in my experience from the last 3 celebrations, there always was stuff left over. So you still have a chance to get in. Just know you'll be waiting in line a solid 4 hours, probably. You're gonna want to wait at least 4 or 5 hours. So the way I did it in Celebration Orlando, me and my boy Ricky, we kind of waited in line. Like we got in opened at 10, got in line at Funko, and we kind of just took turns. Like I would stay there, he would kind of go walk around, look at some things, come back. I would go walk around, look at things, come back. So that's the best way to do it if you're dedicated to getting all those Funko exclusive. Wait, there's a schedule for the live stage. Where is that? Yeah. So it is something.com. It should come up. So I don't know how I got this link, but if you go to the celebration site, and go to panels, you can, so just look for panels on the celebration site. You can filter it by stages right on the left here. And all you got to do is just click, where the heck is it? Am I lying to you guys? Live on YouTube? No, here it is. Just click live stage and it shows everything. So it shows you all the times. So that way, if you are at celebration, it's also on the app too. Oh yeah, download the app. If you're at celebration, just if you want to see Anthony Daniels, be sure to be at the stage before 5:15 to get a good spot, and you'll see 3PO. So this is the first year they've ever done that. Star Wars Sith needs a sidekick to help with the comments. I know, right? Can you buy hot toys from the Sideshow booth? Well, Lars, they kind of sucked at Anaheim too. So at Anaheim, Sideshow was there. Gorgeous display, beautiful, but they kind of were on the same Hasbro thing where they had nothing there. Some of the items had a QR code you could scan and order it. Like, bro, if I go to your booth, I want to leave with this freaking Sideshow life-size Grogu. Like, come on, look at this guy. So I believe, though, Sideshow isn't going to be at London. I'm pretty sure they confirmed that they're not going to be there. So the only way you'll get any hot toys is if any of the exhibitors on the floor happen to be selling hot toys. Damn, that is super dumb about them not giving the figure out there. 100%. Like, bro, or at least bring some. And once you sell out, QR code everybody else. That way they at least leave with something, you know? Because legit, now I'm not even going to order it. Like, I'm not going to wait for it. Like, I was at London Celebration. You're telling me I have to wait for the exclusive to come in the mail? Craze Madness said, I got a disabled badge. Can I use it to queue in the disabled spot? So, yeah, there's a lot of there's different lines for like ADA for medical. So you're gonna want to get with them there and ask them like how that works. But I know they have a separate line for that. So if you do have a medical badge, medical sticker, anything like that, there is a process for that. You'll have to just get with them there to see how it works there. But there is a separate line. It's usually shorter. A lot of times I'll have seats and stuff to accommodate you, but that is an option there for sure. I know Hypercliff, you think they go all out? Yeah, exactly. Jacko, where do you get your one-day tickets and how? The website. Just go to StarWarsCelebration.com, and there's literally tabs on every possible page at the top right that say buy tickets. You do this. Buy tickets. Scroll down. Buy tickets. So Saturday and Sunday are sold out. There's only single-day tickets for Friday and Monday left. So if you're thinking about going, go right now. Click buy tickets. It'll take you here. Boom. Friday adult 1, Monday adult 1. Get tickets and then pay. Good to go. Bam. You'll be at Celebration. See you there, Jacko. Ella Harrell, what pen would you recommend for a Funko Pop being signed? Terrible person to ask because I don't have any of my Funko signed. I would Google that. I want to say I hear people say like a paint marker pen, but Google best autograph pens for Funko Pops, and there'll probably be like a lot of like stuff out there. So blue, in my opinion. I don't know. Do you think Pedro will appear? Yes. Pedro's always there. Now, as far as photo ops and autographs, no, which sucks. This man's too busy. He's busy being the daddy for everybody in the world. He's in the zombie apocalypse on Sunday nights. He's with this guy on Wednesday nights. He's a busy guy. So is there what panel? If anything, maybe the Lucasfilm Showcase panel. Maybe, you know what? I don't know, because there's no Mando panel. He wouldn't be at the Ahsoka panel. I mean, he could pop up at the Ahsoka panel because he'll be in the Ahsoka show for a little bit, but maybe not. So you know what? Maybe there will be no Pedro. I guess we'll see. Blacklight, do you think I could buy a lanyard at the event? Oh, yes. So Celebration Store will have 2 for sure. The exclusive pre-order one. They always have a lanyard pin combo set that's always nice. So there'll be at least 2 in the show store. people on the show floor will be selling a bunch of different badges, and there will also be a free badge or free lanyard. I mean, a free lanyard at will call, so you'll be able to pick that up for sure. So yeah, there'll be plenty. What can you buy at the Star Wars Celebration store? A lot. They're gonna have exclusive merch for the show specific that'll say like London Celebration 2023. Like right here, for example, this right here is something. So they have this on a hat, it's on a t-shirt, it's on a jacket, it's on a hoodie, it's on it's on a bunch of stuff. So before the show starts, they'll kind of show that, and you'll kind of see the kind of stuff they do have available. So keep that in mind. All right. Oh, we read that one already. But again, middle format man, thank you for that. Appreciate the super chat. It will go to my pin habit at London Celebration. So for Gary, as someone who missed badges on the store, can you buy them at the show to trade? Badges on the store. So they do sell a complete badge set at the show store. I've never bought it, but my boy Ty buys it every year. I think it's like 60, 65 bucks US is what it was. So it might be around that. And you get every single badge except for the Jedi VIP Master badge. So at the show store, they should offer that. Now, they let you buy it, but I think they ship it to you or you pick it up at the end. Because, like, say you go in day one, buy the badge set. Technically, you'd have 19 badges. You'd have one that says all access. You could go anywhere. So you don't get the badge set till it's after. That'd be crazy, though. Imagine having that all access badge and you just walking wherever you want. I'd be on stage with Hayden and Ewan, like, yeah, I have, all access. I'm supposed to be here, guys. After the event finished, when do you think London could host a Star Wars Celebration again? If you look at the current trend, 2016, 2023, maybe 2030, maybe a little bit sooner, a little bit later, but I would say it'll probably be states for the next couple. So 2025 will be Orlando, or 2025 should be in the States, I would think. And then I don't know if they're going to go back to back or go 2025 to 2026, 2025 to 2027. So, I mean, who knows? JC says, do you think they will announce the new set of films? I think we'll get at least one, but the latest rumor I saw was they might announce 3 movies. So, yeah, we're going to be in for a wild ride. Do you think you could get into the Kenobi panel even if you don't win the lottery? If you're dedicated and wait in the standby line really, really early and get lucky, there's a chance. There's a chance. Hyper Cliff, are you bringing that Grogu? I'm thinking about it, but since it's such a long international trip, I don't know if I want to lug extra stuff. I'm debating because it'd be kind of funny walking around with them and just like taking pictures around London and just having them be in the background, like have like Big Ben in the background, the Tower Bridge, the London Eye, and just Grogu's there like this with his hat on, like he's visiting from America to London. So I might, because it might just be funny for like some pictures and stuff. Might get some funny like thumbnails out of it. Adri E, can I go to Celebration like 1 hour before and enter on time without a problem? So you mean 1 hour before it starts at 10 a.m.? So let's bring up the my favorite, the map. So if you mean what I think you mean, if you mean showing up at 9 a.m., it opens at 10. By 9 a.m., there will be at least 1,000 or more people waiting in here. So you'll be at the very end. And literally at 10 a.m., all these people are going to come in first. And you'll be last. So if you're going to wait that long, you might as well come a little after 10. Because this whole thing will probably take like 15 minutes to clear in there. Then it kind of would just be like you'll just stroll in. So just keep that in mind. I'm not a fan of the exclusive Vader. Yeah, it's cool. It's not like it's like mind-blowing or like, oh, this is such a great new design. It's kind of lazy. I just like the box a lot and how it slides up with the Revenge of the Jedi poster. I thought that was cool. And it would have been a cool, like, meaningful souvenir to get there and come home with. I'm not ordering that. Sorry. Do they have separate queues for 11 a.m. lotto panel winners to ensure you are inside on time? I don't know. I don't think so, man. Looking at that map, I think you get in there and then, I think once you get in at 10 a.m., over by where the celebration is, there'll be a line for if you won, and then there'll be a standby line. So yeah, there'll be 2 lines for sure. What time would you be queuing up for entry on the 4 days? So again, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're not trying to get a specific exclusive or a standby line, you could stroll in after 10. If you're trying to get something crazy, you're going to want to get there early. Sharpie is general safe pen to go for on plastics. Get a prop protector, let it dry first. Yep. I always carry Sharpies at the con. You never know when you need it. Yep. Lars says, what if I meet you? What name should I say? I mean, you could say Star Wars Sith. You could say Tony. You could just say, hey, let's go. I already know what that means. I already know. So 2027 will be the 50th anniversary of, oh, you're right, YouTube user, whoever you are. So very likely, yeah, 100. So confirmed. So I could already see 2025 Orlando, and 2025 is the 20th anniversary of the best movie ever, my favorite, Revenge of the Sith, and it's the 10-year anniversary of The Force Awakens, which is dope too. So if 2027 is the 50th of A New Hope, that's a big deal. I have no idea where it would be though. I can't even predict that. I honestly wouldn't mind if it was Chicago again. I had a lot of fun in Chicago. I didn't mind Chicago. Chicago was dope. So, but I kind of wanted to be somewhere new. That way I could give other people a chance that can't really travel to other places. So we'll see. Honestly, I wouldn't mind somewhere like wild. I know they've done celebration in Japan before, in Germany. Like, give me somewhere crazy. Like, I'll be there. You'll catch me there. So either you best come at 7 or 8 or 10 or 11. Yeah, 7 or 8. I would even say more 6 or 7 or 10 or 11. But I mean, I'm kind of basing this on 3 celebrations in the US. So I guess you'll see the first day how crazy these people are in Europe and how early they'll get there. But since it's been so long and people have waited 7 years for it to come back to Europe, I think it's gonna be wild, but like fun, good wild. Are you streaming Jedi Survivor? Yes, cannot wait for that game. Do you know when the first Star Wars celebration was, like what year? It was 99. It was when the Phantom Menace came out. It was 99 and it was in Colorado. That's what started it all. And from there it just continued. So oh wow, we're getting to the end of the chat. So what time should recommend to queue up for entry? So yeah, like we mentioned before, if you're trying to get something exclusive or a standby line early, 6, 7 a.m. If you're just trying to just get in, like 10, like after 10, it'll be a lot smoother and easier. And then Adri said, what does while at table mean in the autographs? So for that, it means they should release a schedule of when they'll be, what time they'll be at their tables, and you just go at any of those times that they're there. Could Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen come to the next London in the future? Possibly, but it depends if like they're still doing work with Star Wars. Because say if it is then and they're not doing nothing, I mean maybe. Let's stay positive. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said about my question. Could you repeat it, please? Drop your question again, Geeky. A New Hope turning 50 is going to be massive. Everyone will be talking about it, even non-Star Wars fans. Yeah, it's a big one. All right, so we're gonna wrap up soon, guys. The last thing, one of the last things I wanted to talk about is the Funko lottery and my method of what I'm doing to try to get not the Funko lottery, but the Funko reservations for next week. Well, she said on my earlier bus comments, it's the Gentle Giant, Moff Gideon, and Pout Bus trying to decide on which to get, those or regular Funko and stuff. Well, I mean, I would get a Funko or Black Series or vintage. Like, I love how autographs look on like the vintage card back. Like, say something like this and you have them sign it. I love how that looks. And these are like 13, 14 bucks cheap. Those busts are like 150, 200. So, I mean, if you got the money, hey, why not? But it is what it is. So, We got some more popping up. Geeky says, do you think that you can get into the Kenobi panel even if yeah, so yes, you'll have to just line up early wherever their standby line is, and the earlier you get there for the standby line, the better chance you have to get in. So there is a chance, you just gotta get lucky. Stayed up till 2:30 a.m. for this. Thanks for all the info. Let's go. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. When taking a Black Series figure to be signed, should we take a pen to write on the window? You could bring your own markers and Sharpies, but they will have markers at the table. But if you prefer bringing your own, you can as well. Dude, if I see you, I hope I can get a photo with you. Yo, just say hi. Hey, let's go, Star Wars Sith. And yeah, for sure. I don't mind that at all. Pops Bus is 75, which isn't too bad. Gideon's 100. I mean, that's not bad. But again, like say if you get both 175 plus the autographs versus 2 Funkos or 2 vintage for like $30 plus the autographs, it's really up to you. And then like on the bus, does it have like a little plate for them to sign? But for me, I'm not huge on bus, so I probably would do like some sort of figure. All right, so for Funko, guys, I saved it for the end. So for all you guys here, or for everyone on the replay watching to the end, thank you. And what I did for the Celebration store to get my reservation is what I'm doing for Funko next week, and hopefully it works. This is my secret method that did really, really good. The trick is to have as many browsers open on multiple devices, which is no like big secret. So I had my laptop up, and on my laptop I had Safari open with the browser, Google Chrome open with the browser, and Firefox with the browser. You can't just have one browser open and multiple tabs because it's the same queue in that. So you have to have different internet browsers. So I had on my laptop Safari, Google Chrome, and Firefox. So I had 3 windows there with the link there. I had my iPad here, same thing. Safari, Chrome, Firefox, 3 windows there. Boom. I had my phone, same thing. So I had 9 windows open. So right today or the day, whenever it goes live, you click the link to get into the queue. I did it for all the devices. And then as all of them were loading, it puts you in a random spot in line. And I started looking at the ones on my computer first, and it said more than an hour, 54 minutes. One said 32 minutes. I'm like, oh, cool. Look at my iPad. One said 26 minutes. One said 11 minutes. One said more than an hour. And then I looked at my phone, and they were all further ones. So I stuck with my iPad. It said 11 minutes. I got in quick. I used that window, checked out, good to go. So with Funko, I'm doing the same method. I'm going to have at least all those browsers open. And then I'm just going to, once I get in the line, I'm going to see which one is the closest, has the shortest time. And then I'm going to use that to pick a time slot. Now, for me, I have the 4-day badge. So luckily, I have the option of choosing any day. So if you have a 1-day badge, it's going to be very tough because you're limited to that 1 day. And pro tip, I wouldn't pick the first slot because what most people are going to do by habit is they're going to click the first one and try to get it. And that first one might be a headache waiting in the line to get in a tent to haul ass to Funko. So just keep that in mind on what you have planned for that day potentially, especially if you have photo ops or if you want to be at a panel. So kind of look at your schedule beforehand and have a general idea. Okay, Friday I'm going to go for Funko anytime from 12:30 to 3:30 because I'm not doing nothing. So just keep that in mind. You got to be real strategic. So if you collect Funkos, what's the best Pops Funko in your opinion? I agree that maybe Funkos are the best to sign, as I already have a collection worth a few hundred. Nice. For Palps, I would prefer like one of the OG ones, like one of the blue box ones. Those are dope, or any of like the re-release ones. Yeah, but I kind of like the blue box one, or if you have the holographic blue box one, that's a bad boy right there. So. And then Mandalorian's in the building. What's up? How's your day going? Good, tired, about to end the stream right now, my guy. So appreciate you showing up. But thank you to everyone that showed up for the stream. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys with the super chats as well. Means a lot. And for those of you guys watching on the replay, any questions that weren't answered, drop them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you guys. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.